Hi everyone, welcome again to another video, and basically what I'm going to do is tie a couple of flies. I was fishing tail end last week and caught in the Stinchar Stoats Tail. Also I missed a fish on the small alleys, it swirled but I missed it. It was a half take, but I got asked about the flies I was fishing. I was fishing two flies. This is the cast I was actually using. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit and tie them. Now, basically I got asked about the Stinchar Stoats. It's a well-known local pattern. Fished in the River Stinchar here on the west coast of Scotland, and it's a very popular fly in the summer months. It can be tied in different sizes, but mainly I tied it in small. This is a size 12. This is a small double. It's a partridge hook. This is an old hook. You can get there's different models nowadays. So I'm going to quickly tie these two flies. Now there's very little to the Stinchar Stoats Tail. I'm just going to use a uni thread in black, in this case 8/0. Have waxed the thread, and all I'm going to do is come down at the halfway mark with the thread. Basically ping off the waist, come up about halfway. I've got some dyed black squirrel. So for this size of fly, I double the wing. Normally if I was tying a fly this small, I would probably have half of that. But because I'm going to roll this round the body of the tube, I do tubes as well, but when we roll this round the hook shank, I want to sort of make sure I've got enough hair to do that. So I want to trim that away from the skin. You want to trim it away from the base of right close to the basically the bone of the tail. So don't want to leave half cut ends. Now I normally like to there's the hook length, sort of slightly double up on that, and then what we do is the thread's waxed. You set the hair on top, and then you just encourage the hair to come round with the thread. 2 or 3 turns or more, just to make sure it's not going to move. I check my length, make sure everything's fine, just make sure it's set. Check it. That's fine, that'll do the job. Trim away. Just make sure you get all this no long fibres going into the eye, just make sure they're away. You'll always have 1 or 2. Now what I like to do here is just make sure it's not going to slip. Leave a bit of varnish onto the thread. Secure this down, tying in these cut ends. Take away the excess. Small, could be hen or cock hackle. This is hen, hot orange. Take away the fibre, fluff at the base. I'm going to use up this whole feather, but I'm going to tie it in with the tip. Just catch it on the side, 3 or 4 turns. Trim that away. Hackle pliers. Just fold the fibre, just throw it back, and then you want nice straight turns. Stroking back the fibre as you wind and going forward. I usually catch it with a couple of turns just to see how it's on. That's fine. Just take my thread up, fold back the stem of the feather, tidy things, break away the point, I'll break away the stem, keep the thread tight, go straight in and whip finish. It's forming a nice wee head. Trim. Basically that's it. I'm just going to draw the hairdryer, or blow the hairdryer through it just to show you the shape. And it'll sit better, it'll show you what the fly's like. You see the shape there. And that's basically the Stinchar Stoats. Nothing fancy. It's just a basic, very basic fly. One wee fibre here I've missed. I don't know what it is. Maybe a wee bit of hair. But what I would do is just 2 or 3 coats of varnish, just lightly onto the thread, onto the head, sorry. You could use your resin if you want to speed it up, but don't put resin straight onto the thread. I don't like it. Put a clear varnish first. Allow that to dry, then put the resin on, and it'll be nice, it'll be solid. Now the varnish is dry. Just wait it 2 or 3 minutes till the varnish to dry. Well, a bit longer, but anyway, I'm putting on a UV resin. Now what will happen is that you'll find it sits far better. Another reason I like doing it this way is that it allows, basically if water gets in behind the resin, it doesn't go that pure white, because the varnish is there. Well, it shouldn't anyway, but because you've used the varnish, you shouldn't get that. That shouldn't happen. So, because it's sealed, it's far better. You set the resin, and then like I always like to do as well, once I've used the resin, is to varnish it again, and then that's it. So once the resin's dry, or once you've obviously used your torch on it, you could leave the fly on the windowsill, let the sun cook the resin. It'll be much harder. Just let the sunshine will set the resin really hard and dry it a bit better than a UV torch at times. There's my coat of varnish, there's the head. It'll stay like that now, nice and shiny. With a strong fly and it'll last. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually tie the other fly, the alley shrimp, this one, sparse alley, you call it. I'll show you how to tie it. Hook, there we are. Same size 12, but this is a black nickel. I'm going to use a red thread, just going to use basically 8/0. Just going to run the wax through to get it started. This tying is just basically to keep things sparse. It gets a bit busy because there's a lot to this fly. So this way you can actually, you're reducing the dressing. So you can use bucktail. This is bleached and dyed squirrel that I have. So I'm going to use that for the tail. So tail length is up to yourself really. Just lining up the ends a wee bit better. Length of the hook, slide by the hook, the bend. So just use that as a guide. Catching this on the way down. Trim that away. Now I've got some, this is the stuff I'm using here. You can use the pearl version, but the Nano Krystal flash. And just going to get a single strand. It seems to last a little bit longer, but these Krystal flashes are nice on the fly, but over time they do tend to sort of stretch a wee bit. A couple's enough, just two's enough, just to add a wee bit of flash. You can leave it out, don't need it, but at the end of the day, it does add a wee bit of colour, a wee bit of flash to the fly. So I've doubled up on it, and I continue down. I'm saving a wee bit built. I'm going to tie in the oval tinsel, a small silver tinsel. I'm not going to put a tag on this fly. You could do it, but as I say, I'm just going to catch it on the underside. I'll tidy this up when I come back. Stop about between the point and the barb or so. Red floss, just using the Chinese red, it's fluorescent. A couple of turns. Good split it. You can, if you spin it, basically turn it and reduce it. Something to this bit of flash. There we go. Let's catch it halfway up. Nice and tight. Remember, we're putting a false hackle in this fly so we can come a wee touch further up. Just use the floss as a guide. And black floss here. Just wind up. Catch it in. Rib the fly, do a straight turn at the back, and then you want 3 or 4 turns up the body. Totally you have 5, so if you're using the right thickness of tinsel, that should 5 turns should be fine. If it's too heavy, obviously you've got to reduce it. One of the old rules about 5 turns, everybody asks about that. Make sure you wax your thread at this point. Some Squirrel. Now, normally what I do is I just put it on as a wing rather than rolling it all the way around. But you can roll it if you wish. It's up to yourself. I'll do that, show you how to do it. So there's your length, but it tips towards, say, halfway into the tail. So we just roll it around, not too much. Just encourage it. Use your fingers and your thread to encourage it around the fire, around the shank. Shouldn't be far away at that. Trim. Again, wax your thread. Make a varnish. You don't have to do the varnish side. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blow it with the hairdryer. You see it's kind of sitting, but blowing it with the hairdryer will just put it in line. So, there's my wee toothbrush. You can bring it out. Yeah, you can see how it's all the way around. You've got basically like a middle hackle if you want to look at it. We've got a golden pheasant. We've got the tippet here. This one's dyed hot orange. It's a nice colour. All I'm doing is going to just give the impression of the wing and top. Reduce it, say more towards the end of the body in this. 2, 3, 4. Just come in, trim this away. Let's see. I think that's just a wee bit sparse. A touch more. It just depends on how thick the fibres are on these tippet. I'm going to just a wee bit more on. It's quite easy just. Set it on the top. sure this is secure. Now for the throat, and I'll put some orange on the top as well. I'm just going to use up one of the large hen hackles. Now you could wind a hackle on here. I tempted to show you how to do it. I mean, the idea of this to keep it sparse. This fly caught with many fish over the years in low water. So all you do is basically take the fluff away. We bring out fibre for the top and the bottom. So I usually just tear it away once I've lined it up. So just offer it underneath. Pinch and loop up the way. The same on the other side. So if you bring it basically out, tear it off. Again, much the same size. This will blend into the tippet. Trim. Just going to put some varnish on my thread. And basically I usually take my thread to the front and then I work my way up into these cut ends. Just be patient with it, it will work. See what it's like. There you go, that should do it. Fit finish. Trim off your thread. Again, I always like to blow it through with the hairdryer just to show you the shape as well. Yeah, a lovely shape. A lot of movement in the wee fly. Like I did with the Stinchar Stoats, so a wee thin coat of varnish first. Or 3 coats of varnish would do it. Or even 2, if it's just for yourself. So allow it to dry. But if you want to have a nice bead-like head, nowadays you can get it obviously with varnish, you just got to obviously varnish it 3 times, but if, at least that. But if you want to use the resin, now I'll give this a minute and I'll come back and I'll show you. See what it's like. Okay, it should be dry now, so I'll just put some resin on it. I'm just applying it with my needle, my dubbing needle, so because the varnish being there helps to stops it running into the hackle and the wing. You'll find it sits far better. That goes with anything usually. If you like if I'm doing a blackhead, if I put black varnish on first, I've got to wash it, just run straight into the dressing. So I've clear varnish first. A wee space there, but that's fine. See the body glowing there? It's a Chinese reddy colour. And like I did with as well with the Stinchar Stoats, I coat it with clear varnish after doing the resin, and it will stay nice and clear. It's sealed, it will not. You'll find it'll last far longer. There we are. There's 2 wee flies. Some are basically grouse flies. The Stinchar Stoats Tail. Dropper, point, normally. That's how I would fish these. But you can fish them anyway. You fish them individually if you want. I've caught many fish over the years. This one's a favourite of the Stinchar was Lord Richard. I knew Lord Richard and didn't know his father, the Duke of Wellington. I did speak to him through correspondence once, but Stinchar Stoats, alley shrimp, a good summer pair. I don't let you see it so you can. This is a modern like hook. It's quite a big eye in these hooks now. I prefer the smaller eye, like, to be honest with you, but the big eye is a kind of norm now on a lot of these hooks for some reason. But anyway, they still work. It's a good point. If you're going to be debarbing the hook, which I was fishing barbless. You can do it in the vise. I'm not going to do it, but you can basically just squeeze them in the vise. Or if you've got your pliers, they will work. So anyway, there folks, there's the 2 summer flies I would certainly recommend. Stinchar Stoats and small alleys, or sparse alleys. 2 great and well tested flies, not mine. Just these, I tied them obviously. Really good and will catch you fish. So again, thanks for watching. Until next time.